Hey y'all, welcome back to another doll ranking video. Today we're going to be taking a look at and ranking all of the Ballet Barbies. This was a suggestion from one of you guys. I feel like I've done so many different doll ranking videos and there's always more to do, and y'all have a lot of good ideas. You always leave suggestions in the comments and this was one of them. So that's what we are doing today, is looking at the Ballet Barbies. Two quick things. If I seem a little bit iffy this video, I don't feel super. I am a tiddly bit sick. I've been sick-ish for like a week and it kind of comes and goes. I don't know. Life has to go on, right? So we're pushing through. But just if I seem a little bit lower energy, I'm okay. Like, we're chill. I just am not at the top of my game right now. And then also, if you hear anything go off on my phone, there is potentially a contractor that's supposed to come by the house today, but I actually don't know for sure if that's going to happen or what time frame it might happen in. And I hate uncertainty, but I have to film. So my phone is uncharacteristically on. Normally, like, I try to silence it when I remember to when I'm filming, but I kind of have to keep it here so that I can be aware if someone rings my doorbell. So, I mean, obviously, like, y'all won't experience the interruption. Like, I'll edit everything together real nice, but just if you hear my phone going off, I apologize for that in advance. But anyway, back to the topic of the video. Typical disclaimer that I always have to give with these is that this is just my opinion. If I say something about a doll and you completely disagree with me, that's okay. We just are different people and have different thoughts. But like, I can only give you my opinion. So that's what we're going to be doing today. If you guys do find yourself enjoying the video, if you could like, comment, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. It's very helpful to me. But yeah, I think that's it for the intro. Let's go ahead and get started looking at some Ballet Barbies. So as per usual, I will be using Procreate to do my ranking today. And sometimes I try to make the tiers like kind of thematic or fun, but full disclosure, I know like diddly squat about ballet. So I didn't really feel equipped to make any fun tier names. So we're just going with some classic ones. We've got perfect, good, okay, head empty, which is basically for dolls that I just genuinely feel absolutely nothing about, which is a weirdly common occurrence. I feel like there's so many dolls that I just have absolutely no thoughts on. Then we have bad, but it gets worse, and burn it. Also, there is a solid chance that I missed some, I couldn't get anything out. There is a solid chance that I missed some Ballet Barbie dolls. I have said this before, with stuff like Monster High, especially like Gen 3, like it's newer, any of like newer doll lines, I feel like it's really easy to find sources online that have complete lists of every doll that they've ever released, and that's so helpful. And like, you definitely can find resources of databases for Barbie, but Barbie has just been around for so long, and also they're so bad at like using creative names for each doll instead of just like reusing the same name over and over, that I feel like personally I don't have the skills to make sure that I get every single Barbie. So I am sorry in advance if I missed one. If you are aware of one that I missed, feel free to drop it in the comments. I'll look it up and I'll let you know what my thoughts are, but I'm just doing my best here. So let's go ahead and get started. This is the twirling ballerina Barbie. I don't know how to feel about her. Because like, I do like the point shoes that she's got going on. I like the fact that they have actual ribbon, just because I don't think that's something that we're going to see all the time on these, but I like that. I feel like it's a really cute little detail. The pink is very Barbie, right? Like, it's very appropriate. I want to like the bodice because I do think that's kind of an interesting fabric with the almost mirrored effect. But something about it is giving like a little bit fish scale. I don't know. I think we're going to start out and put her in okay, because I definitely don't think that she's bad. I just don't feel like, oh my god, I love her. Next up, we have Marzipan from the Nutcracker. I'm so sorry about the quality of this image. Some of them are just going to be a little bit rough. I did my best here. Again, we've got some nice point shoes. I love the skirt for this dress. I think it's so pretty. I like the little ruffs that she has on her arms. That hairstyle is not for me personally, but I do really like this like color scheme. I feel like I just love Barbie in pastels, which is funny because I feel like you think of Barbie and you think of like hot, bright pink, right? At least I do. But I love Barbie in like these very soft colors. Like, I think of like the early 2000s Barbie movies. That's just such a pretty aesthetic where it's still nice and bright, but it just is on that line where it's soft and cute. And I feel like this is very much that. I'm not 100% sold on the bodice, but like, she has good vibes, so she's going to go into good. Next up, we have Ballet Recital, and this one I do think is really cute. I don't really vibe with like the Kelly dolls are, they have a different name now. I haven't even caught up. Chelsea, is that what they are now? I pay so little attention to them that I don't know. Just because I have never really been one for like kid dolls. I prefer like the full fashion dolls. I don't really like the younger lines, like Rainbow High, Junior High. I wasn't really a huge fan of. So that sort of thing just doesn't apply to me. The new Rainbow High Littles, I haven't talked about them yet. Believe me, I will be talking about them. Absolutely foul. So in general, like the Kellys and stuff are not what I gravitate towards when it comes to Barbie, but I do think this is a really cute set. The idea that they both do ballet and they're doing a little recital together is so sweet. Like I know I should be judging this on the design, but it's just so cute in concept. Again, we have like the nice detail on the point shoes. Even the Kelly's outfit like is so tiny, but it's so detailed. There's layers to the skirt. There's a bow sewn onto her top. Like that's precious. I love how her hair is like pulled up in a little poof. It's really cute. It's not necessarily like something I would purchase just because I don't feel like I look at this and think, oh, I want this in my collection. That's not the vibe. But I like the fact that this exists, so this gets to go into good. Then we have the Ballet Wishes Barbie, or one of them. I think there's like 7 different Ballet Wishes Barbies, which is wild. I don't like this one as much. I like what's going on with her hairstyle. Like I think that's cute. It's kind of hard to see in the image, so I am sorry. Zoom in, get it nice and blurry there. But she's got like a headpiece and then kind of like a piece that dangles onto her forehead. And I think that's really cute. I honestly just am not here for the color scheme. Like it's like blue, purple, and then pink for the shoes. It all feels very disconnected. Whatever print is going on here, I'm not a huge fan of. Let me get like a nice bright red so that when I circle stuff, you can see it. I just feel like she's a bit lacking. So sadly, even though I do like her headpiece, I'm going to put her in bad, but it gets worse because I just don't feel good about her. Another Ballet Wishes Barbie. This one feels very stereotypically Barbie to me. Again, we've got like that pink color scheme. There's like some flower appliques on here. This is okay. Yeah, I feel pretty much nothing. So she's going to go automatically into head empty. I could see why other people would like her, but I just genuinely feel nothing. Another Ballet Wishes Barbie. I like this one. I feel like she's got some good layers. The scalloping on her corset. I don't think that's what I wanted. I wanted the word bodice, but like how it goes like this. It's very interesting to me. Like I just think that's a unique design, not something that I see that often. There's also little like laces on the side. So I feel like that's really nice and detailed. Her hair's cute. This is good vibes. She's going into good. Yet another Ballet Wishes Barbie. It literally never stops. Like, I don't know why all of them were Ballet Wishes Barbies. I don't know if that was like a line that released I don't know what the situation is, but it certainly was a choice. This one I'm less of a fan of. I don't know why. I don't like the like deep dark pink here and here. Like, I feel like it could be done well, but it just doesn't feel right to me. Something about her face feels a little uncanny. She's going in bad, but it gets worse. Ballet Wishes again. I don't know. I really truly don't. Because I think the dress is fine. Like, I don't really have an issue with it. I don't know if I love this color for the point shoes, but like, it's fine. The headdress is interesting. I feel like that's kind of fun how it kind of wraps around her bun. I think I'm going to put her in okay. I feel like there's more positive than negative for her. You guessed it, guys. It's another Ballet Wishes Barbie. I wasn't kidding when I said there's so many of them. You know, I want to be looking at her outfit, but all I can look at really is her face. She looks dead inside. Like, she straight up looks just gone. And that's all I can focus on. Yeah, I can't pinpoint anything, but this is just really, I literally can't focus on anything other than her face. So it's gonna go bad, but it gets worse because she's giving low-key haunted vibes. Okay, I think this is the last Ballet Wishes. I'm pretty sure this is the last one. Yikes. I do like that this is kind of a different color scheme. I think that the cutout pattern is very interesting. It's just kind of different, and I appreciate that. I do think it was executed quite well. Again, we've got the headpiece. There's a lot of those headpieces on these ballet Barbies where they kind of have like a drop in the forehead, and I think that's really cute. The little braid growing across is like a subtle detail because she realistically just has like a basic bun hairstyle. I like the addition of the braid because it kind of gives her a little oomph. I think she's going to go into good. I like this one. She's growing on me the more I look at her. Okay, this one's kind of similar to the recital with the Kelly. This is the Ballerina Sisters one. And again, I just think this is cute. Like, there's something so charming about this. I can't really put my finger on it or like find a good word for it, but I do think it's cute. What just happened? What? I Part of me is like, you should restart this section and you should edit that out of the video, but that was so funny. I just choked on air. That was so, wow, I don't even have like a water. Oh, if I die this video, oof, that's gonna be rough. Tony's gonna edit it and post it. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that there's a little stand that Kelly comes on so that she can spin, and apparently Barbie can twirl too, which is cute. I do like when there's like little interactive things like that, especially with this, because it's not just a gimmick for the sake of being a gimmick. Like, obviously, a doll being able to twirl in a ballerina set is very on brand and thematic, and I think that's super cute. The outfits, they're kind of whatever for me. They feel very Barbie though, so I really can't fault them for that. Like, they're not necessarily for me personally, but I do think they're cute. I'm gonna pop this into okay. Just because, like, the outfits I don't love, but the concept is precious. Okay, kind of similar. This is Ballet Teacher, but this one is, to me, just significantly worse. I do like the aspects of the playset that it comes with. I like the fact that there are clips like on the bars and everything so that you can put the dolls in different positions. I do think that's very creative. So, like, if I was ranking primarily on the playset aspect, I think that this would go harder. But looking at the dolls themselves, I just think it's pretty rough. I really cannot stand the plastic leg warmers on both of the dolls. That just is not the vibe to me. I hate Kelly's outfit. Barbie's is slightly less offensive, but still not something that I love. So sadly, I think I'm going to put this in bad, but it gets worse. We haven't had any top tier or bottom tier dolls yet. Ballet Teacher, another one kind of like this. The Kelly or the Chelsea, whatever it is at this point, clearly a little bit less effort put in, which is really sad. Like, we've lost the rooted hair. There's a molded on shirt, molded on tights. I do like that there's at least ankle articulation, because especially for ballet, like, the feet are a very important aspect, right? Like, not like everything else isn't. Like, it sucks that they don't have elbow articulation because ballerinas also have to move their arms. But specifically with ballet, I think the number one thing people think about is obviously like the ballet shoes and how they dance on their toes. So I like the fact that we've got at least ankle articulation on both of these dolls so that there's some sort of play aspect there. But overall, this just feels a bit lackluster. However, the outfits are less hideous. So I think this is honestly going to equalize out to go into head empty. Another Ballet Teacher one. Wow, there were so many of these. Oh, this one's cute. I like the little set that it comes with. It looks like the doll has rooted hair down there, so there's still some quality. I do think that there is, like, I definitely prefer with the ballet dolls just because I like fancy stuff, right? Like stuff with sparkle and glitz and glamour. That's just stuff that I really like. But there is a certain charm to this teacher set with the more simplistic outfits because, like, obviously if they're just doing like a little bit of learning, they're not going to be in like full performance regalia, right? There's something really cute about that with like her little leotard and like the tiny little skirt tied around her waist. I don't know. There's just something about this that I appreciate. I think she gets to go into okay. Next up we have Ballet Star, the first of a few. I don't like anything about this, if I'm being honest. I don't even think at first glance I would guess that this was a ballet doll, were it not for the fact that it came up when I searched ballet Barbie, and there's like a little ballet shoe painted on the box. The more I look at her, the less I like her. She's going to be our first to go into Burn It. I just don't think this is it. I can't talk today. I can't talk most days, but I can't talk today. What I was trying to say is I don't think this is it. Another Ballet Star. I love the pose for this stock photo. Like, I just think it's like funny how sometimes they're so static, but this one's a very dynamic stock photo pose. Kind of hard to see on the white background, but hopefully y'all get the gist of it. I don't think she's bad, but I just think she's kind of boring, so she's going to go into head empty. I feel like I'm breezing through this. Like, Okay, okay, never mind. I was like, wow, we're going so fast and making so much progress. There's so much more. Another ballet star doll. This one does come with extra pieces over here, so she can turn into this. Like you can put other stuff on her. So she comes with essentially two costumes, which I do think is super fun. I like the fact that she's got a little bit more versatility. The one that she's got on, I think, is a bit boring. And I don't love the hot pink tutu. Like, I just think it's too much. If it were just like a little less, I think I would like it more. I feel like I would love the second outfit. It's pretty basic, but I don't think that it's bad. So it's going to go into okay. Next up is a prima ballerina Barbie. And I don't know, this particular face that Barbie gets, like this Barbie face, I know a lot of people really love it, but it's just not for me. I don't like the fact that she's stuck in this position. I mean, I guess you could lift her arm and that might look sort of like a proper ballet pose, but I think inherently, like almost none of these have had crazy articulation. I am very well aware of that, and I'm just complaining specifically on this one. But for dolls like ballet dolls, I feel like there's got to be more articulation. Like at the very least, you need elbow and knee articulation. Just like ballerinas are very active people. Like they don't just stand there. Like they have so much movement and muscle, and it's a shame when dolls don't do that to me. I feel like I should like her more than I do, but I just don't. She's going in head empty because realistically, my complaints are very generalized. I just decided to be upset about that one. I know this one upcoming is bad. I need to prepare myself. This is the I Love Lucy ballerina doll. I tried. I can't. I can't look at the screen. I tried to prepare myself and I didn't do well enough. I don't know anything about I Love Lucy. Like, I never saw it when I was younger. It wasn't of my time. So I have no nostalgia factor that's helping me with this doll. I'm going to look down now. And I think we all know that the face is bad, right? Like, even if you love I Love Lucy, this is not good. She looks like she's seen a ghost. Plus, I think the pose is absolutely wild. Like, she's falling. Like, I don't know anything about ballet, but I feel like this leg position is not right. Arms, just everything about this is awful. It's so funny though that I almost want to put it in perfect just because it's absolutely hilarious, but I know I can't do that, and I know she actually belongs in Burn It. That's hilarious, but awful. All right, next up is Ballet Lessons Barbie. I don't know. I don't know how to feel. I don't think I like the overall package. However, it looks like she has fabric leg warmers here, which I love. We love to see actual detail in there. She comes with an extra outfit. I think in general, she's going to go into head empty. I really don't feel much. This is the Lighter Than Air Barbie. What a name. I love this pose, okay? Like, if you are going to make a doll in a static pose, at least make it fun and interesting. And this is a good one. I love the layers of the dress. These shoes look like fabric shoes. Holy shit. That's awesome. That's really cool. She's just beautiful. Like, I think Lighter Than Air is a really excellent name for this Barbie because she does feel like she could just float away. Like, she feels so whimsical and just floaty and light and airy and all of the good things. I love this one. She's going into perfect. First perfect. Woo! We made it. Sometimes when I do these videos, I worry that no one's going to end up in perfect. I know one is going to end up in perfect, but like sometimes I get a little concerned. So it's always a relief when I'm like, oh, wow, this is actually a good one. Then we have the Swan Ballerina from Swan Lake, not like Barbie Swan Lake, the movie. We'll get there. This one is just from Swan Lake in general. And I do think this is really pretty as well. I like the shoes that she's got going on here. I know they're just white with like white ribbon, but I don't know. They just look elegant. The tutu is great. But the main thing is this like feather piece on her bodice. That is so, so pretty. I think I wish she had a headpiece just because her hair does look a little bit empty. I feel like a white feather in the hair would look top tier with this. But this is really beautiful. And she's actually going to go into perfect as well, which I did not expect, but here we are. Classic Grace, another fun pose. So we'll give it that. I do like the outfit. I think I wish it was in a slightly different color. but there's a lot of detail on here, a lot of good. Me personally, like, I feel like this should go in perfect. I feel like for a lot of other people it would go in perfect. I'm gonna put her in good just because I feel less personally towards her, but she's solid. She's like a high good. Next up, we have Ballet Dreams, and this one I just think is rough, if I'm being honest. That's kind of all I have to say. She's a quick burn it. Next up is Ballerina Dreams, who also is pretty rough. I like that she has what looks like little shimmery tights, like that's cute. And even though this fabric, it looks like it's kind of cellophane, I feel like it's not great, but also it's shimmery. So I like that. I shouldn't. I know she belongs lower, but I'm going to put her in okay just because there's sparkle and it's distracting me. I'm a simple person. This is the Ballet Annika doll. I think this is from a movie and I neglected to put which movie it was from, or maybe it's just not. I don't know. This one, she's okay. Is it just me or does she seem weirdly proportioned? Like, I feel like a normal Barbie would be like a little taller. Like, am I crazy? Anyway, aside from that, I have almost no feelings, so she's going in head empty. Next up, Ballet Rosella. Wow, what a horrid photo. Very low quality, but also, frankly, just not a cute outfit to me. She's going in burn it. That one I actually really dislike. This one is the Ballet Masquerade doll, and this one, no, this is too much feathers to me. I can't even see anything else that's going on because it's just the feathers and it's not working for her. And also, if you're going to name a doll Ballet Masquerade, I need a really beautiful... There we go again. I really can't talk today. If you're going to name a doll Ballet Masquerade Barbie, I need that masquerade mask to be pulling out all the stops. I really love like masks, masquerade masks or Venetian masks, just masks in general I think are really fun. And I love the intricate designs that people do on them. And obviously like there's only so much you can do on a doll scale at like a reasonable price point. But this, no. Y'all could have done more than that. I refuse to accept this. She's going to burn it as well. This is the 1961 Ballet Barbie and I feel nothing. That's it. Head empty. Oh, I didn't write a name on this one. It says my first Barbie though. I guess she's a ballerina. Like she's kind of, it looks like she might have some semblance of point shoes on. I don't think she's the worst, but I don't think she's good. So bad, but it gets worse. Another one that I didn't put the name on, but this one is, what happened to her? Her hair definitely, like there's a rubber band here that snapped for sure. Like this is not what her hair is supposed to look like. This is definitely meant to be a ponytail, but regardless, even if it were a perfect ponytail, burn it. I don't like this at all. This is the Fairy Tale Ballerina Barbie, and this is not good. Burn it. Wow, we're not on a good streak right now. Okay, this is the Sugar Plum Princess. I feel like she looks better in comparison to the last one, because at least she's got like a full cloth dress and removable shoes. But it's still really bad, so she goes in bad, but it gets worse. Next up, Princess Ballerina. Straight to burn it. This is hurting my soul. This just says pink shoes. Once again, I am excellent at naming layers and letting me know which doll I should be looking at. I feel glad that she has a shirt. I feel glad that she has a fabric dress. And otherwise, I feel nothing. So she goes in head empty. Another pink shoes doll. Funny because she actually has on more molded on stuff, but I like her outfit better. However, this, no. Like, I appreciate the attempt at the articulation there. It just looks really unsettling. Like, I feel like if you want the leg to be able to rotate so she can have this pose, you need to add a hip joint like the Rainbow High dolls used to have so that the whole leg swivels instead of just having the knee joint be sideways, because that is violently unsettling. She goes in bad, but it gets worse. More pink shoes dolls. Oh, this is a little set. 3 dolls in one. All of them are underwhelming. None of them I think are quite heinous enough to go into burn it, so bad, but it gets worse. I really am getting sick of saying those words. Golly, another pink shoes one. Oh no. I don't like this one. It's going in Burn It. I think Pink Shoes was a movie. Anyone who's a fan of that movie is probably quite upset, and I'm sorry. This is the Snowflake Nutcracker doll. I do think that the dress is like a little bit boring, but it could be worse. I like the little arm ruffles again. I just am a sucker for those. Her shoes are pretty, like that little pastel blue is really nice. And I like the hair. There's a lot of detail in the hair, the little like curls around her face. That's super cute. She gets to go all the way up into good. She's breaking the streak, thank God. However, this is the Nutcracker set. I want to say this was like released for the anniversary of the Barbie and the Nutcracker movie. And good God, is this a disappointment? Like, we're going to get to the original Nutcracker doll, and that was a beautiful doll. This is not it. Like, generally when you make an anniversary doll, you want to commemorate the longevity of this product, or like the anniversary, and like you want it to be beautiful and worth remembering. This is bad, and it goes into Burn It. All right, next up is the Flower Ballerina. She's pretty. I mean, it could be the Sparkle, because y'all know I'm a sucker for Sparkle, but she's pretty. Her face looks very soft and nice too. The layers are great. She's good. She's actually going all the way up to perfect. The more I look at her, the more I'm like, oh, that skirt is to die for. Okay, this is the original Nutcracker Barbie. So now you can see, like, the anniversary release set was bad in and of itself, but especially when you compare it to this, it's like, it would have been better to release nothing, genuinely, because that is such an atrocity. This, on the other hand, absolutely gorgeous. It was never my favorite movie. I honestly don't even remember like much of it. I know I saw it as a kid. I just didn't retain that memory. But she's such a pretty doll. I hate that her like leggings are leggings and not tights. I get that she's got the ankle articulation there, so that might be why. It does bother me, but she's got a stand that makes her dance, and like the level of detail, I can't not put her in perfect. Like, I just cannot in good conscience not put this doll in perfect. This is another Nutcracker Barbie. Oh, she's fine. She's kind of shocking at first. Like, she's a lot, but she's kind of fun. I don't think I like the sequins on the bodice, and I think the hair's a bit much. But I like the poofy sleeves. I like that she has her fancy little stand, and I like her skirt. So I think she gets to go into good. Oh my God. I like went from, oh my God, there's so many left, to only a couple more. Shocking. Time means nothing. This is the peppermint candy something. Peppermint candy cane. Great job, Rain. You really read those words. She's okay. I don't know. I like the color scheme. I don't think I like this little like tulipy sort of situation that's happening at the skirt, mostly because like I appreciate that sort of cut on like a flower fairy or a flower ballerina, that sort of thing. I don't get it with the candy cane, but that's really my only complaint. So I think she can go into good. Okay, rude. And then we get to end on the best one of the video, which is the Odette doll from the Barbie and Swan Lake movie, which I loved as a child. I literally put that on repeat. I probably irritated the heck out of my parents because it was like, watch the movie as soon as it ends, rewind the VHS, play it again. Like, I would watch this for hours on end as a child. I loved it. I did not include the Fairy Queen in this ranking because even though she is from Swan Lake, which is a ballet, I ranked her in my fairy ranking video that I did for Barbie. So I already ranked her, so I just didn't include her in this one. So we're just looking at Odette. And my God, is this a beautiful doll. I used to have her when I was younger. I desperately want to get her again. I just love literally every single thing about her. I think her color scheme is amazing. I think the details on her bodice, I know this is a shitty picture, I'm so sorry, but like the feathery details on her bodice are so pretty. The layers in her skirt are gorgeous, and her wings light up. Everything about this doll is ideal. Like, she is so beyond good. So she's obviously going in perfect. And did I make her the last doll on this list on purpose so that I could end on a high note? Yes, and I'm not ashamed of it because she's beautiful and I love her. But that's the ranking. This is a weirdly even spread, which is so funny because like I never know myself. Okay, every single time I do one of these ranking videos, I'm like, wow, I'm kind of surprised by my own results. I don't know how that happens, but my own brain is surprising me here because I don't know, as I said in the beginning, much about ballet. I've never thought of myself as a particular ballet fan, but I guess even without caring about ballet, I can appreciate a good, pretty dress. So, like, if they're ugly, they're ugly, but if they're good. And we've got a nice even spread here. So, I don't know what that means, but there you have it. So yeah, guys, those are going to be all of my thoughts on the ballet Barbies. This was a fun one. Definitely not a theme I would have thought up by myself. Grammar, words. I need like an extra coffee or something to get me through the rest of the day. Anyway, though, this is not like a ranking video that I think I would have thought of by myself. So thank you to the person who suggested it because this was a fun one to go through. If you have any more suggestions, definitely feel free to leave them in the comments as well as your thoughts on the dolls that we covered in the video today. But yeah, I hope you guys were able to enjoy. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, your night, whatever it might be, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.